Well, welcome back, friends, to another episode of Chef Stories. We're at the club here. We just got on the property. It's morel season. It's ramp leak season. So I can never find any morels. Maybe the fishing guides will find me some or whatever, but I doubt it. But I can find the ramps. So we're gonna cook ramps. I'm gonna give some ramp lessons. We got duck all orange tonight. We have a classic roasted chicken. We have some steaks. So I'm going to take you along for the weekend. As you know, out here some shit always happens. Something always goes down out here. So last time I was here, it was a 2-day windstorm. Had to cook all Saturday night, Sunday in the Saturday night in the dark. But we survived. Club was closed last week for Easter, but now we're back open. Ready to roll, ready to rock and roll, good attitude. So we have all guys this weekend, which is always good, a smaller group. So when we get to the club, we're gonna get everything unpacked and I'll check back with you. All right, we are back at the club. I have ice makers making noise every time I try to talk, but we're back at the club. Getting things ready for tonight. Everything's unpacked, everything's put away. Got a few more things to do. I scrubbed down the kitchen as soon as I got here. I took a little extra time. Worked on some projects. You can see the old fan is gone. They got us a brand new fan. Awesome, excited about that. Well, we have the apple pie in the oven for tonight. Right there, it's cooking away. And then we got, when I do duck all orange, I get like one whole duck. And then I get extra duck breasts, and that's what I did because I like to make a nice duck stock. So I got the duck carcass, I took the breasts off. These are those two, and then I bought some extra breasts. When you work in a fancy restaurant, the duck breasts are like really thick. So you can dry age them, you can do all kinds of renderings and stuff like that to get that perfect crispy skin. But what I do is I score them, and then I dry them like this. I put a little bit of salt on them, draw some of the moisture out. Then I'll put another paper towel on them. And then I'll put them in the refrigerator. I'll leave the paper towel on for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'll pull it off and let it air dry. So I want to try to get the skin as dry as possible. And I'm gonna be cooking it a la minute. I'm gonna make the duck and the sauce and everything ahead of time. I took all the little, had the carcass here, and then I took all the little extra pieces, and I'm roasting them off to give it a nice roasty taste, and to incorporate into my stock. And then I'll make the sauce all orange out of that, and then I'll make these nice and crispy and colorful. Make a nice platter display, and hopefully get that duck around medium rare. But I like it a little bit more towards the medium. So that's what we're gonna work on, and I'll be checking back with you. Oh. All right, here's kitchen update real quick. We have the potatoes boiling here. I'm gonna boil these down, and then I'm gonna go dig some ramps. I'll take you along with me when I dig the ramps, and then we're just gonna fry these in butter and add the ramps in. Here's the duck stock. It's got a nice dark color because I roasted. You saw me roast some of the bones. This is gonna be tomato basil soup, but the base of my tomato basil soup is my marinara. So I made extra so I can freeze like a nice portion of this, just to have a backup marinara in the freezer. And here's the apple pie came out, and here's the Brussels sprouts. The Brussels sprouts are cooked off. I'm gonna saute some bacon and put some blue cheese on top of those. And just got to work on the bread and the garden salad, and just getting ahead on some prep. And that's the status so far. Let's go out and dig some ramps. All right, here's my cabin. It's a dump, but I keep my room. It's my room. I've got my modern HVAC, so I don't care. For these kind of places, this is not a bad place. Trout guys up in people in Alaska, the guides, cooks, be out using outhouses. All right, let's go get some ramps. A lot of limbs down from that windstorm a couple weeks ago. tree fell down right in my favorite ramp digging spot. But I'm going to have to work around it. They're not really the ideal size right now, but I just need to get a few. It's kind of a novelty. Gets a good flavor. Ugh. Maypops. Okay. Alright, here's some ramps. Oh gosh. They're not ideal. I don't need a lot. I've got gloves on. I don't want to get my fingernails all dirty. These look pretty good. Okay, see, you can eat the whole thing. So, try not to dig up trilliums. Frowned upon. It's frowned upon in this establishment. See? Nice. I'll break the little rhizomes off, throw them back in the hole. They might grow back. Alright, let's get a couple more. That's what a trillium looks like. And this is what a ramp looks like. Got the nice rabbit ears. Alright, we got enough. We don't need too many. People... Oops. Whoa. Can't see. People overdo it sometimes with them, but it's cool. Let's walk out of the enchanted forest. Don't step on any trilliums. There's some maypops. There's some weeds. One of these days I'm going to find a morel. I mean, I know like we have down poplar and some apple trees around here. I know that's where they grow, but like I said, the guides can find them, but I never. By the time I get there, it's all picked over. Kind of greedy. And they'd be like, "Here, chef, give me like 5 morels." All right, there it is. The ducks are rendering, crisping up the skin. Then we have our ramps for the potatoes right here. They'll go in there in a second. We have our duck au la ron sauce made. Salads made. All I gotta do is I'm gonna grill some bread, make some garlic bread, and we're getting close here.
Breaking news: a package exploding at a FedEx facility.
I know that. I think you might have reached out and we had a little back and forth about trying to.
Yeah, I think you mentioned something that like Wednesday, are you doing something in Chapel Hill?
Ooh, well, you saw that? I got the food out. I took a little picture of the table. I thought it was easier than doing like one dish at a time. I'm trying to still navigate my way through. Trying to do a decent vlog. Trying not to be intrusive. Trying to educate. Trying to inspire. Trying to discourage. Trying to do, just going to try to keep it real. What's going on? What's going on, private chef world? So we got everything out. Now I'm going to clean up, bust down the kitchen. It won't take too long. And then we'll get ready, put dessert out.
If the guy cracks like that, that thing just starts breaking, and I was, when we used to get down, and I was just sitting there going, it was like 60 degrees, and you're going down this thing, but there's so much snow.
There it is in all its glory, Eggs Benedict. All right, well, I just got out of the grocery store and it's time for the daily rant. The daily rant today is chefs that have to tell you all the famous people they've cooked for. They have to tell you on resumes, they have to tell you in person, they have to talk about it. And like, nobody cares that you catered Gloria Estefan's party at her house. Unless it's like the Queen of England or the President of the United States, it doesn't matter. You just sound, I don't know. You see, like a lot of chefs my age, that used to be the thing. Like I remember I would, and I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. I would be like, I used to work down in Wilmington at the Oceanic Restaurant when I was young, and I would be like, oh, I catered for, or we did a party for Arnold Schwarzenegger, and we did a thing. He was filming down there in Wilmington, and then when the movie Cape Fear, Robert De Niro ate at the restaurant, so you know I cooked for him, whether I cooked for him or not. But you know, I don't know. Just got to stop doing that because I don't know. In this day and age, it really sounds weird. The younger chefs are doing everything different and cool. So I don't know. That's the daily rant of the day. All right, getting ready for dinner service. Lunch went well. Yeah, lunch went pretty good. Just, you know, taco bar, nothing fancy, but I made some nice shrimp and grilled chicken. I'm burning off the grill here, making a smoke bomb, getting ready to grill some steaks for tonight. So, that's it. I made the chocolate torte. Came out okay. Overcooked the edges a little bit, but I'll cut it out from the middle. But that's it. So, we're getting ready. Scrubbing down now. I'm getting ready for dinner. Alright, I'm going to show you guys how to make a blue cheese compound butter. I have this tiny little pan here and I'm reducing some shallots down in some red wine. Then I'm going to temper the butter. Then I have the blue cheese right here. If you have any like green peppercorns, you can add that in there too, but I'm just doing shallots, blue cheese, little Worcestershire sauce, and butter. And then when I get this reduced, I'll show you the next step. Alright, here's our compound butter. We have 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter. We have Worcestershire sauce, a little thyme, a little rosemary, and a 1/4 cup of nice blue cheese. I've tempered it. It's nice and smooth. And now I'm going to add the shallots. Adding the shallots. Alright, now I'll form it into a nice mold. That's it. I'll put them in the refrigerator, let them set up.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Now, I just want a real good picture. I'll draw good. Great fisherman. I'll draw
You're
a
real
solid
good
good.
at that, but when it comes to fires, you put them out.
Yeah. That's called dry.
Well, the last guests have left. It was a good weekend. I could do something. I think I could have done better. Last night's dessert could have been better. I need to work on my chocolate torte game. But other than that, everything was good. Happy with the weekend. No drama, no trespassers, no weather drama. So happy with that, and I'll see you guys next week.